Quality base here. The Eagle has landed.
Okay, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Fulltime Footy. We're still talking about football all the way. We're now on episode 10.
Episode 10. It's like
Yo,
we get to double digits, then there's no
double digits, guys. I never thought I was done.
Episode Messi.
Yes.
Episode goals.
The La Puga. The La Puga
episode
episode.
number 10. Welcome back, everyone. This is Fulltime Footy.
Yeah.
The most biased podcast in the world,
Away.
but the most accurate football timeline. If you know, you know.
We are red. Biased.
We are biased by force.
Even if your troll is you're blue. Unfortunately. I thought maybe you were in Arsenal or something.
But also for the Blues is biased.
That's why it's the most biased podcast.
It's the most biased, so hey.
But I think people will say yours truly is the one who's more
because it comes with just a different
equal or
opinion,
something.
Yeah.
Because Tina, we just can't stop at talking about Ep10. We just can't stop. So even and we know the reason why. So even though we got a last minute draw on Tuesday, it's I was happy, but I was not as happy as I was the first time because we can't keep doing that.
It's Moments FC. We play with moments. That game with 2 moments.
2 moments, exactly. 2 moments, the entire game.
Before that one touch and goal from Ronaldo, he didn't touch the ball the second half. Imagine.
Yeah, in the second half he was not there, but it's not his fault though.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Were just playing nonsense. Honestly,
no,
they just didn't get the ball to him.
They were just tired of Moments FC, and you see, for Ronaldo fans that are Chelsea fans, this is exactly what they want to happen. Because Ronaldo is scoring, yes, but it's not working for Manchester United. So if you're a Ronaldo fan and a Liverpool fan, good for you. It's the perfect time.
Ronaldo fans,
Ronaldo is scoring winners every time and equalizers every time, but United is still below you and
exactly.
levels below you. So
no, that's actually a good point.
It's
a lot of people
even
are finding that.
You even see people that would hate to see United losing, being happy just because Ronaldo scored. Because they love Ronaldo, but they hate the club. And it's exactly what is happening now, that Ronaldo is performing, but the club is still...
It's in shambles, guys. It's in shambles. The sad thing is that Conte is gone. Conte is gone. And I was honestly, I don't trust Zidane for that job. Yeah. He will obviously do better than Ole. He's way better than Ole, but that job is too big, guys.
Yeah, it's very big.
That job is too big. The United job, I guess, it's probably the biggest job in the world because
right now it is.
You're gonna be under a lot of pressure.
But if I say this,
with players who.
If I can just say this on the record, you see, if Ole is still the manager, you can quote me. There's no trophy that we are going to win. You can quote me on that.
I mean,
even a small trophy, it doesn't matter. Even a small trophy, you cannot play with moments. Even the smallest teams in the world, even if they are not good, even Benny, they don't play with moments. They create their chances. They don't play because it was a lucky cross. They play according to their strengths. And that's what you must do.
I definitely share your sentiments. That's why I'm always saying we need Joshua, guys. Moses' time is up.
Yeah,
we've crossed the Red Sea. We've crossed the Red Sea, guys. But now we need to get over the wall to Canaan.
We need someone to take us to the next level.
Exactly, and that's not all, guys. It's not. Unfortunately. And the most painful thing is that they're delaying this thing. Because at one point it's going to leave. But they're just delaying it. And the sad thing is that they might delay it until next season.
Even if it's not next season, if you delay it enough that we are fighting, our best chance in the league is top 6 or top 4, then it's already too late.
Yeah, it's too late. But it will still be too late.
Yeah.
because there's no time like the present, guys.
Yeah, you see
No
now,
time like the present.
if you decide to do something now, you'd rather do it now, innit?
Bro.
Just do it now, because eventually you'll do it.
Exactly.
I
just do it
think
now.
it's because
get over it.
you did try to do this before. Well, okay, you haven't exactly tried to do it. But this thing of yours, you've changed coaches. It hasn't worked. I think the
guys,
it's
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but you can't do that with all in. You see, if it was Conte and he's struggling.
yeah,
and
that's the only thing I didn't understand. If you want this, because I don't know what menus plan. If they want cup immediately, Conte was the first.
I want Conte, guys. Hey, I want that cup immediately.
every after 2 weeks.
Even if they say he will destroy the team and all that nonsense, it's fine. I just want that trophy.
Either way, the next season we may not have Paul Pogba. Okay, the next season again, the next 2 seasons we won't have Ronaldo. So we are saying
in cover
and cover.
So now we have all these chats about managers leaving United and proven winners. Mourinho, when he left United, and won us Europa League. Solskjaer has failed. He had won us the Europa League and the FA Cup. You can correct me there.
That is true.
Because now he was fired on the basis because now he was second the season before he left.
Yeah.
And then the season after when he was fired, it was obvious that he was never going to catch up 2 seconds. So as a proven winner, if you got third, then we can see that you are not going to get third this season, and we hired you to win trophies. It makes sense that we fire you, especially if the football is not that good. It was Mourinho football, so
no.
With Conte, you see now we need the Champions League.
We need the Champions
League.
You see. I think if we continue talking about Ole, we'll be like duplicating last week's.
Because every time, it comes back.
Yeah, so let's just talk about the game. Pogba, he was shit, guys. Shambles. He was shit. It really hurt me deep. Yeah. He was shit. He didn't even complete a pass. Completing like a key pass. Obviously, he did complete like maybe 2-3 passes, but like a key pass, he didn't complete.
Also, when I saw that
all of them were being intercepted.
They were not in sync.
All of them.
The players were not in sync.
Man.
Because Pogba moves a long pass behind the defense, hoping that Bruno is going to get there, and Bruno is checking back to receive it. Just those moments, those are the moments that define you. And if you have a plan, then because
and after Varane exited,
but
the defense was shambles.
But how shit is Harry Maguire?
No, guys.
How shit is
now there's something I don't understand now. What's happening with that guy?
Harry Maguire.
Is he a pro football player?
That's a good question.
You can't do that. Have you ever seen the shit that Maguire does? Like the shit that nigga does. Have you really seen it?
The only thing that I've never seen before, you remember your 6-1 loss to Spurs, where he took Shaw down. And Shaw was going to mark the ball. He brought him down like, I didn't understand what was happening there.
I remember that was against Spurs. That's 7-1.
Yeah, 6-1. He pulled shot and Shaw was going to mark the ball. He pulled him down. I think we're scared of the goal.
I think Maguire has psychological issues.
Yeah,
so maybe you need counseling or therapy. Maybe in there. Because that thing, I don't think you can even fix that in the training ground. But I'm not gonna come to you. He probably has, he needs therapy. I'm not gonna come to you and say, Maxwell, please, when you receive the ball, release the ball in time. That nigga, you pass him the ball, he will wait for the strikers, and then he loses it. He did it again on Tuesday. He did it first the other week when we lost against that Clement's goal.
Yeah.
They passed him the ball, he didn't release it in time.
He always
fuck, man.
He always does it.
No, I can't be teaching you that every day, guys. Nah, it can't be.
That's why I'm asking if he's a pro footballer.
Yeah, because guys, I don't think even PSL players they do that. They don't. They don't. Maguire's shambles.
The one thing that I find distracting and disturbing about all these things is that he actually believes that he's doing the right thing. Like he's convinced. I was watching Van Dijk yesterday. He had a decent game. I wouldn't say it was one of his best games, but just the defending. When you're stopping a player, I think Carrasco was just running away from him. He just put a foot across him to stop the ball, and he passed it to the right back or to another player. Then he went back to the defense to organize the defense. That's what you want as a defender. Don't hold on to the ball now and then you make a shit pass and then now we're under pressure just because you want to prove that you're a ball playing defender.
And the worst thing is that he's the captain of the team.
But who put him there?
It was the captain in his first season.
Yeah. 80 million, Harry Maguire. Do you think Harry Maguire is a bad defender? Personally, I don't think he's a bad defender. Also, I don't think he's an exceptional defender. It's the price tag on him. Now, when he plays, he wants to play to justify the price tag. When the price tag was the wrong thing at first. If they say Lingard is 100 million, it's not his fault that they say it's 100 million. The only fault is that, now when he goes to the pitch, he believes that it's 100 million. Now he starts doing things like it's 100 million. Because now he's going to even be worse than what he was. Just play to your strengths. And I don't think Harry Maguire knows what his strengths are because he can't even head the ball. How many goals has he scored?
But I remember Maguire when he was at Leicester, he used to score headed goals.
Even for England.
Even when the first season at United was a good header of the ball.
Yeah. No,
What a lot of things have went wrong here. Since
that's what I'm saying. I think that guy,
since I was arrested,
this guy you brought, he needs therapy, guys. He doesn't need coaching, that one. He needs therapy.
Let's move on.
For real, he needs therapy. And then, I don't know, man, how good was Baye though?
Eric Baye was good. But
they've gotten a strong 4-0 there. Or 4-2. If it was not for Baye, yes.
But with Maguire, what I can say, not Maguire, Baye, I've always seen him as a good defender or a decent defender. When it comes to defending, he makes no mistake. It's just that at times he makes like some rash decisions.
That's his problem.
But in terms of defending, he can he puts his body on the line. Whether it hits his head or his eye or nose, it doesn't matter. Harry Maguire is the opposite. He lets the ball pass when he's the last man, he doesn't know who's behind him. His first instinct is to play the ball and not to defend. It's just to make passes and turn like proper.
Baye is a good player. He's a good. I think if we were playing Baye and Varane, it would be good, but Varane is injured again.
Yes.
So you might find that now this weekend we might play Lindelof and Maguire. I'll be pissed.
Against City. Against City.
Yo, I'll be fucking pissed, bruh. We're playing City this week.
Against City, I'll be in trouble.
The noisy neighbors.
Be in trouble.
They will be in trouble, man. We can't play that thing.
Okay.
Oh, I thought when I was moving on, I thought that you had another point.
Yeah, I'm moving on, but just on this game, I'm trying to move on from this shitty game.
Value always starts with the Champions League.
Yeah.
Another game worth mentioning, I think. Okay, it wasn't that interesting.
Liverpool
versus
I mean, after the red card, I was like, fuck this.
But before we go to Liverpool, on that United match, Wan Bissaka was good yesterday.
Yeah.
Wan Bissaka was, he did things out of, when the team was not doing anything the first half, and when we were looking for change, it was the only person, and I was surprised because he's always making like useless runs where you can't even pass him. He was even cutting inside and played, like he improved. I always learned him for not doing the right things against the ball. But
no, that boy just needs to work on his game.
Because he's a good football player. That's what it's needed. You must be a good football player first, then you can improve on other positions.
No, he just needs to work on his game, and then it will be good.
The Liverpool game.
Yeah, after the red card, I was like, they killed the match again. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Heavy metal
guys,
football.
that thing is a red card.
No, I think
It's not. End of story.
Oh, what? Oh,
No matter, there is no way to defend it. That's
so I was like, they've started again. What do you expect us to watch now?
It's like we're watching the same game. It's like we're watching the same game as the first leg.
Yeah, I was pissed.
and they were in everything. The way it started,
everything.
It was
The way
the
it
same
started.
thing.
Except there were no equalizers.
Yeah.
I asked yours truly when it was 1-0, if it happens that Liverpool goes 2-0 up, the same thing is going to happen. Are they going to equalize or then it happened.
I was like,
There was second goal, but then they didn't equalize and there was a red card again.
Wait, what was the full score?
Was 2-0.
Oh, okay.
But
So now,
but
I thought
before,
maybe you said
no,
the
but
Atletico equalized again. I was like, okay.
No, we said if Liverpool scores again when it was 1-0,
Because
do you
we
think
see-
the same thing is going to happen as the first league?
because
No.
you see that
They were on top of Atletico yesterday.
Suarez looked tired.
And also the difference, I think, between the first leg and the second leg was Joao Felix. Like yesterday, he wasn't in the game. I wasn't there.
Even that day, he switched on after the 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's when he started switching.
But I feel like with your
That boy-
because of the striking partner, you need
Yeah,
someone
that boy
who's
is
also
not.
going to mark.
He's not a Simeone player. I don't know why he was.
He needs the ball
And
to
who makes
express
sense
himself.
that yesterday? I agree with you. Now I
No,
know
that boy is not a Simeone player.
They must have fighters.
Exactly. Warriors.
Look,
You need
wow.
fighters there.
People who
No, you need fighters there. You need niggas who are going to the battlefield. Not these cheese boys. You see, Joao Felix is a cheese boy.
just want to attack. Just want
The
to
boy
attack.
wants to move around with the ball, you know.
And
I said, I
Some
think it
staple
was
one yard.
4th minute or what? It was already a fight between Liverpool and Fabinho.
Yeah,
And you could see, I
Yeah,
can see.
and Fabinho is a fighter.
and all
And the most professional tackles.
and the difference between yesterday and the first leg game is the home fans, because Atletico were trying
Exactly.
to commit those silly fouls and complain to the referee every time, but the Liverpool fans were not having.
They were not even.
You see, Liverpool are the only team that haven't lost this season, whether in Europe or domestic. That should say
Yeah,
something.
They haven't lost.
They haven't lost.
They haven't lost
No, they have lost.
this season.
Yeah.
This season.
Against who? No, they've lost, guys. No,
They should have lost, or they have many draws.
They
Because they should
They haven't
have
lost.
Yeah, no, I don't remember Liverpool.
No, guys. No.
I'm trying to think, but they haven't lost.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Because in UEFA, they haven't lost. And I don't remember them losing in the Premier League.
The last loss I remember for Liverpool, that was terrible. That one against Palace when they got chowed like 7-2. That was like last season.
Aston Villa.
Aston
that was-
Villa, yeah, that was like
that's the they didn't have.
You know what, guys?
The one where.
I'm telling you,
These motherfuckers.
they are the only team that haven't lost. It should tell you everything about what they're doing. And to do that when you're not even playing defensive football is something else.
It's the coach.
Heavy
Coach is
mental
the best in the
football.
world.
Heavy
Yeah.
mental football from start to finish.
Oh, against Brentford they drew. Fuck.
You see their worst results. When you think of a Liverpool bad performance, it ended in a draw.
Yeah.
When you think of
Nah, man.
another team bad performance, a City, it's probably a loss.
Yeah.
United is a loss.
3-0 against.
A Chelsea, a bad performance is a loss. With Liverpool, they've never lost.
These motherfuckers, they need to lose, guys. Oh, wow.
No, eventually.
Nah, they will.
Yeah, they will.
But eventually, yeah.
They're not gonna be invincible, eh?
I don't think it's difficult.
That thing should only be Arsenal, guys. I enjoy.
That's why I.
No, I just-
Let the Arsenal goons.
I was just highlighting the fact that Liverpool this season, they didn't start the season on a high note, but even their standard note, when they were not at their best, they didn't lose.
And I remember predicting that United. I retract. I said Liverpool. United was going to be above Liverpool.
I think we're sitting.
I was being too emotional. Fuck.
I think it was
the
after.
motherfuckers haven't
I
lost.
think it was after the Ronaldo's return.
Yeah.
Started.
So everyone was just so happy, man.
You could see the time. You see when Ronaldo came back, you could see that
Yes.
And Champions League.
That's that good vibe. That
We're
good
winning every
vibe.
trophy this season. Yes.
Treble again.
Liverpool just drew against Brentford, so till we won 4-1, yes.
Shambles. It's already been game week 10 yet.
Imagine.
And my prediction is gone. I mean, at least it should be decided in the last 5 games.
But I have a feeling that the league this season is going to be decided.
The league, I mean, I
The
meant
league.
us.
I'm
just
talking about
decided.
I'm just talking about
Yeah,
the league.
the
I'm not
league.
talking about any average team in the league now. I'm just talking about
I'm still sticking to mine. It's gonna be a three team league, yeah. And it's gonna go down to the last. Last game.
Really?
But so
There's
far,
a potential.
These 3 teams. Okay, maybe I'm biased with Chelsea. I see Peru.
Yeah, the
Even when
potential.
Lukaku and Werner is not there. Okay, we don't score a lot, man. I see the chance we're creating with okay,
No, you all are okay, man.
That's
no
what-
need to worry about Chelsea. Chelsea is good.
that is what good managers do.
No,
With
you are-
Leicester, even if they are missing a Vardy or they are missing a DD, the player that's going to play there is going to fit in the system. Obviously, they are going to see their flaws there. They are not the best player in that position, but you can never go be that bad. You see, Liverpool, they were playing with a makeshift left back yesterday.
I think
Tsimikas.
Yeah.
Chimikas is not like a proper left back.
Yeah, I think
What is it?
Yeah,
It's just that
even if he is,
not
but he has never
he
played
had a
any
good
game
game
this season.
yesterday.
No, yes.
I haven't watched him.
Has he played any game? Yeah, but he's not a regular.
Yeah,
he's not a regular.
Yeah.
So if,
Robertson is.
so if you put
Robertson plays all the games. And when he's not playing, they more a Milner.
You know, that nigga is one nigga that I hope after the season he goes to a spa. Robertson.
man plays everything.
Yeah. The amount of ups and downs that man makes.
And he plays
The
every
press.
minute.
Fucking hell, bruh. How fit can you be to do that for 90 minutes?
So
How fit should you be?
I was just saying,
Fitness.
in terms of the Chelsea changes, and even if they can play Ziyech or whoever, because they have a good manager, you see Ziyech, maybe it's not as good enough as the person who's supposed to be in or the first choice player, but they deliver and they score goals. Liverpool, when they don't have the all-present Robertson, the player that plays there, it's when the moment you put in a Tellers that is tired, you see that you're exposed, or you put in a.
Except if you put a Van de Beek, who almost scored for the winner. Fuck, man. Ole.
Can we just
Ole
move
is
on? Can we
a criminal for what he's doing at United.
Can we just move on?
That nigga is
Can we
a.
just
Did you
move
see what the boy did in 2 minutes?
in 2 minutes?
minutes.
He did what McTominay didn't.
He did what Pogba, McTominay. Okay, Fernandez had a warm moment. What all those fuckers couldn't do the whole game.
Good game.
He did it in 2 minutes, bruh. 2 minutes. Him and Sancho, 2, bruh, 2. You see that interchange? Fucking hell, man. That's a criminal for what he's doing at United. He's a criminal. That nigga deserves to be arrested, bruh. Now it's not only about him resigning. That nigga must go to jail. That nigga must go to jail, bruh. He must be a jail bed. Oh, yeah. Nobody will sing ole that side.
But you see,
No, man.
when you talk when you talk about good
Guys,
teams and I always talk about Liverpool because at the moment they are playing and there's nothing much that you can criticize. The one reason when you watch Liverpool, one thing that I've noticed is that you must create chaos in the box, the final third of the opposition. You must just create chaos. Even if it's a Henderson making an abnormal run, just running toward the ball, the far post, Trent is going to see him and cross the ball. But if Henderson decides to just sit in his position the whole match, nothing is going to happen. But the big did that. You don't only play in the center circle. You make those unpredictable runs.
Exactly.
If they don't pick you, then they give you the ball to score. If they pick you, then it's -1 person you're supposed to be marking.
And it's very difficult to track a runner from midfield into
Please.
the box. You have to concentrate.
You have to. That's why you need like Fabinho, you need like good defensive midfielders who sense danger.
I don't get it. I don't get it. We need a warrant of arrest for all
there's
of
no
them.
way.
Honestly.
There is no
Rashford was playing shit. please, let's not see him on the derby. Please, please. He was playing nonsense, and I don't know why he was not taken off quickly. Should have taken him off by 50th minute. Take him off.
But he never does that. You see, McTominay.
He was playing nonsense, man.
McTominay had the
yellow card.
Had the yellow card.
He was still going in
It
rough.
was criminal. And
Guys,
that was the same mistake that
The
he
thing
made
is-
with Fred against.
Exactly.
Do you know what Klopp did yesterday? When Mane got a yellow card.
Yeah, you took him off. I saw you took.
Second half. Half time.
You saw Mane was not gonna last until the full 90.
That's what good
That guy
managers
was
do.
what he was lucky.
And also-
they almost sent him off.
There was that tackle when he did
Because
in the
when he
center
did,
line.
exactly.
He tried to hold that player from
They were
going down.
they were supposed to take him off.
Even after that, he still played. He was just substituted.
The thing is, okay, guys, okay, maybe it's giving him the benefit of the doubt, but that nigga from that yellow card, you want him to do, if not 2, 3 tackles that can get you a second yellow.
Second yellow. And
After the first one he did, take him off. If he does a dangerous tackle and he gets away with it, you have to take him off. Because you can see he's not right mentally.
Yeah.
even with Fred, that game I'm talking about, the same thing happened. They gave him a yellow card first half, then he went on to commit 3 fouls that was
Exactly.
give him.
It depends on.
Then he committed the 4th one.
And then we don't have to send you out.
Even McTominay.
Fella guys, football. I feel like it's only a few people who can handle football mentally, and that's obviously our Ronaldo and
You have
Reece
to be.
and them.
You have to.
Once you get a yellow card like McTominay did, and you start doing those tackles, there is no way you are going to be able to control yourself.
Yeah.
It's not possible. You are going to move a reckless tackle again.
Eventually, you're going to do it.
Because that thing is just in your mind. I have a yellow card, and now you're panicking, you're doing nonsense.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Take
Take him off because it's caught even. It's Fred. Take them off, man, and put Donny in.
Especially if
Let the boy
players-
bless us.
Especially if you put those players there to mark. Now they can't mark because they're on a yellow. You see, man, you could have played the whole game, but because of the nature of the game and it's Atletico and you don't want to lose him, it's fine. But if your CDM whose primary job is to mark gets a yellow card and when he goes on to commit other fouls, then
No, you gotta take him off, man. But anyways, we've been talking about this match. But the thing is, yesterday's Champions League night was up.
Yeah. Even I think
PSG they drew.
They drew against Liverpool.
Man. Yeah, man.
They got
Messi was not there.
a late penalty. Liverpool.
Oh, one of them scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
And that boy is from PSG, but I think I've said it before.
He's from PSG, that boy, and he scored. True.
and it's good.
It's good,
Apparently, Bayern are looking at him, and you know.
If Bayern is looking at you,
I don't think everyone is good.
I think
fuck, man. Leipzig is in the German Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Damn. No. I Bayern. They're busy disarming the whole league. But we gotta realize that even during the fights in the World War, they were superpower. So I guess Bayern just has that same mentality. Gotta disarm the opponents.
But you see now, for other teams to cheat, I think because you don't have scouts or you have scouts, but somehow they don't know what they're doing. They must just follow Bayern Munich scouts and follow Leicester City scouts. It doesn't matter which player you want or you're interested in. If Leicester say they want a player that you don't know, you better go for that player.
And that's true. Because even
Just go for that player. If you don't know him, just go for him.
Because even City flopped with Grealish. Nonsense. Nonsense.
You are supposed to take
I don't think
him
even if they're like, we're gonna give him time. There's no time that's gonna fix this.
Yeah. If he was playing for Aston Villa, by this time you would have made
bruh,
a huge impact. If he was playing for Aston Villa. But now he's playing for City.
I was gonna bench him and put Foden in, guys. I was gonna bench him.
But
put Foden.
Cancelo.
Yeah. The thing, I haven't watched City in a long time, man. So I'm gonna watch them this weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch them the weekend.
I'm sure you.
I haven't watched
You
those
can
guys.
ask more.
I haven't watched those guys. I haven't watched those guys in a long time, guys. For me, City's boring. That team is boring.
I also think it's
It's boring, especially this season.
Yeah.
If you play for them, okay, yeah, there'll be something there. But Sterling, Jesus,
okay, Kevin, you. I understand it's boring for probably for a neutral or even a rival. But do you think Manchester City fans, they obviously like the football? I also like the football, but in terms of just watching a football match from minute 1 to the last minute and expect entertainment, do you think they get that?
Entertainment.
I don't think Manchester City games they are entertaining.
This isn't they're definitely not entertaining. That's why I'm not. It was
that
only
season-
that Liverpool
that
match.
and that season
It was because
yeah.
they were playing Liverpool. That's why it is.
You see that season when they had sun?
That season. Aha. You see that season?
You're watching
That's the season where I was like, okay, Pepe's
Yes.
come alive. And he's killed. That season, it was dangerous, guys. Woo!
And it's fine.
Was it Leroy Sané? Jesus!
Yes, they were out by Monaco in the Champions League.
Yeah, it's that season when they had the record number of goals in the Premier League.
Yeah.
The record number of points in the Premier League. Guys, that season, even Pep, I'm sure he knows himself.
They were hot.
They were hot, like a hero. Like a bomb! And they were fucking bombing everyone, man, that season. That's the season where City's football, it was at the peak.
Yeah.
It was at the peak. Now,
Because
just
personally, I don't feel like
even De Bruyne this season, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was more in those cross passes to Sané, back to Sterling. Oh, what? Nah, man, it was amazing.
personally, I don't feel like good football is defined by goals. You can score 8 goals, but if you are just doing like something, or you can also outplay opposition, but even the way you outplay them, it should also be interesting.
Yeah.
You see that that Liverpool win against United. Yes, it's a good win for them, but I'm sure they want a Manchester United that challenges them and they beat them. That score, the one that is challenging. Obviously, if you beat any team 5-0, it's good, but you just want to beat a team that is also trying. Bayern Munich 8, Barcelona 2. Yeah, obviously it's a good scoreline when you are on the other side, and it's good entertainment for rivals and for you as well. But on a normal day, you just want to challenge a team that is. That is why
You want competition.
Yeah, competition. Yeah, that's what makes.
That is why even now
That's why Holland is a good team.
Because even if the other team is defending, but you can say they are dangerous. It's like prime El Clasico of Moreno and Pep. That was entertaining. You could Moreno's defending, on the counter.
Even the Liverpool game, even the Liverpool and Atletico game.
Yeah, the first.
It was a 3-2.
Yeah, the
But
first one was
the man of the victory, the
Entertainment.
football.
Honestly, I feel like as fans we want to be entertained.
Yeah.
We want to be entertained.
At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
It's entertainment. Because, guys,
I
even
can
when the
just-
team wins trophies,
Wow.
we don't get them.
We don't get them.
They don't even give us a cent, bro.
So it's just
It's just not,
entertainment.
we're just happy that
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I won the league.
But-
Especially the league. The league is packed. Because the
Yeah.
league, like, you win it final day. Maybe you won it 5 games ago.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck.
Now you're just-
But the Champions League at least, okay. The Champions League you can see because it's a match
Yeah.
where winner is there and then
And you
see.
can see you build up to it.
Yeah, but the
Quarterfinal,
build-up, the
same.
journey is the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
important. Like, you need to enjoy the season, man. You need to enjoy the season. Look back at that game, like, fuck, that game was hot.
But now,
But this thing of looking back at that game, you are seeing Sterling passing Rodrigo 20 times. Fuck that nonsense, man. But, well, I'm not digging at City because we are way worse.
you see, if Liverpool runs with the league, right now,
They're not gonna run
and-
with it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm making an example that if 10 games to the season, Liverpool are already won the league. It's good for them. It's a record. It's a record breaker for them.
Yeah,
again,
but
for the fans.
for
But
the fans.
even for them, you like.
Because from then on, if you're a
What are you
Liverpool
playing
fan,
for?
what are you watching?
What are you playing for?
Yeah. They're just
Because even if you lose all the remaining 10 games,
amazing.
you are the league winners. So, and then it becomes interesting for us, top 4. That's the one that's why the Premier League is very entertaining because it's not only about number 1, it's also about the top 4.
Top 6.
Top 6, you see.
Relegation.
Exactly. And relegation as well.
and also looking where Arsenal is at.
Yeah.
6th or 5th.
Arsenal above United.
Yeah, I think
No, we're on the same point,
I
man.
think so.
But I think they're above. Are they not?
They were above, but no, we're on the same point.
I think
So, Arsenal is 6th, and then we are 5th.
Okay, Kevin. After the good start that we had with Ronaldo and Champions League Varane, and after the worst start that Arsenal had, getting chowed by Brentford and getting chowed by City.
They were playing big
Chelsea.
games, guys.
No, but I'm just saying we had a good start and we had high hopes for the Champions League and the league, and we were predicting things here.
yeah.
And Arsenal was just in shambles, and we said it, they were in shambles. But right now on the same number of points, which means we're just as bad as them, or they're just as good as us.
And they're just as good as us. It's a
However, if you're saying we're good, then it means
we're the same.
it means they're good, they're as good as us. If you're saying they're bad, it means we are as bad as them. We're in the same number of points with those.
Indeed. So,
We have Ronaldo, they don't have.
no, in a nutshell, it was a pub Champions League night yesterday. I was late, man. But I was also this thing of 10 o'clock, man. Fuck.
I waited anyway.
That's when I was seeing things.
22.
8 so I was 22. but
10 is wrong. Yeah, but the weekend though, Ole won the match that he was supposed to win, obviously.
That
And his
one.
Spurs,
The
he had to win that one, and it was indeed.
Yeah, it was.
Nuno is gone, guys. Espirito.
No,
It's gone. Shame, man.
Pagishan.
Shame, man.
Gone.
Shame, man. It's a shame, honestly.
No, it's a shame for him, but for Spurs, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Spurs was starting to lose that thing that you see, Pochettino era.
Yeah.
I would just watch Spurs because
the first thing
whether
is-
they lose or win, it was entertaining football. But I just want
Yeah, the
to
way
see
entertaining.
football,
Spurs were entertaining.
And you see, it was the right decision at the right time. Maybe a little bit overdue for Spurs management and the Spurs board and Daniel Levy knowing how he manages the club. But also it was at the correct timing to fire a coach. You can still build on what he has done. However bad or however good he has done, you can still build. If you fire him and you are fighting for relegation, then why?
And I think they got the perfect replacement. Because he needs to deal with Harry Kane first. That's his first job.
Yeah. But Harry Kane is
He
leaving.
needs to deal with that.
Do you think Harry Kane is going to go to City?
That's the thing. He needs to deal with it first.
No, but I'm saying next season, but they have the man.
Who?
City. The only reason he didn't leave is because Spurs didn't want.
Yeah.
Not
That's what I'm
because he's
saying.
the man.
Because I think Conte is that type of guy who just be like, if he wants to leave, let him leave.
But if he
Daniel
wins-
Levy doesn't want to leave. Doesn't want to let him leave. Mourinho for sure didn't want him to leave.
But I'm
But
sure
Conte,
it's-
I think like he'll be just like, fuck him.
Yeah. And he brings back Morata.
Or Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, let's go to fetch Lautaro. Yeah,
Exactly.
perfect. Let's go to fetch Lautaro Martinez, Victor Moses.
Exactly.
Actually, yeah.
Because already Sergio Reguilon is good enough. I
Yeah,
think,
so,
to start. So because we all know he's gonna play back three and the two wing backs. So
But
he's gonna play Dyer.
Harry Kane hasn't scored this season.
He has scored, but I'm saying he has to decide what he's gonna do.
But he
Harry Kane has
hasn't.
scored.
But he hasn't.
Yeah, he's been shit. I think he also needs therapy. Guys,
We need that.
we need therapy in the Premier League. We need a lot of therapy man, in
I think
football.
these teams have therapists in the league. They not.
I mean,
Listen,
sometimes,
what's I need
yeah,
therapy?
guys, you guys see Harry Kane being sad the entire season. Guys, he's sad.
Dele
That guy
Alli
is sad.
Dele Alli has been off form for the longest time. Remember with Dele Alli?
Adele is dead.
The Madrid target.
That one is finished. And the way I like that boy, man.
His first season, Dele Alli, it was
It was brilliant, man. He had 16 assists. Is it 16 assists or 16 goals? I think 16 goals.
Yeah, probably.
It was brilliant, man. And that goal where he turned it over the top and man. Nah, Dele Alli definitely, that was his prime.
Yeah,
And then
when he scored that goal, see with that goal, if you know that Dele Alli goal,
yeah, you know that I know.
when he scored it,
I know.
the next day there were already rumors that Madrid wanted to score.
Absolutely. But guys, you know that is true though.
That's what happened.
If you want a big moment, the next day, boy, it's the same thing with James Rodriguez. After that fucking goal in 2014, Madrid were on to him. Everyone was fucking on to him. It's a big goal, guys. That thing is not easy to do.
If you can do it,
it's really not easy to do.
If you can do it, can you
There's something special about you,
Can you
man.
do it in the white colors? That's the next conversation.
That's true.
That's the next conversation.
Madrid is the pinnacle, guys. It's the pinnacle.
Deservedly so.
Hmm?
Deservedly so. Like no matter how they can be now, but in terms of being a big club and
I know.
even
Madrid,
a lot of players still aspire to
play for Real Madrid.
play for me. Even when
It didn't
even
work
if you
out
can
for
play
Hazard.
even when you can play for Manchester United, I can tell you, if
This
unless you are
Madrid.
from the big time, you are like a Varane, a Ronaldo. When they come calling for Luke Shaw,
That's why-
you come calling. Do you think it's going to say no? I mean, I'm Manchester United. It's going to go running.
They also leave.
But the
If it's
English
not
players
that-
are always like, they don't want to leave the Premier League.
Yeah, English players.
Yeah.
English players.
It's
No,
only
but-
Kieran Trip.
But hey, bro, Madrid is indeed the pinnacle.
If you don't want to go to Madrid, maybe it's because you prefer Barcelona.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
the Spanish teams, maybe
But
Barcelona
Messi is
now,
not
but
there now. It's not attractive.
yeah, it's not attractive.
Well,
but also,
maybe after their financial crisis is
No one
over,
is
they'll
there.
be not even interested.
But the big problems for Barcelona right now is the financial
Yeah,
problems.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Maybe
Because
after
also
the-
it's also a good time to go there now. No, maybe not now, but if they sort out their
And I'm
financial,
not gonna get paid there.
no, if they sort out their financial problems, then
Yeah,
I feel like
now,
I
Messi
feel like
is about to play for free, guys.
if you're young, obviously you cannot take a well-established player then you say go and revive Barcelona. But if you are a young player, who's that guy Nkunku?
Yeah.
Or players like that, it's a good time even for us. It's a good time to go to a team that is not at its peak now, but you know that when they do reach their level, it's going to be the best. It's going to be at the very best, and they're going to count you as one of the people who helped them to be at the top.
Yeah, and the fact that Ansu Fati is wearing jersey number 10.
Ansu Fati is their product. So.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying.
But at this, okay.
Imagine when Barcelona was down and out, then they signed Kevin, and Kevin brought them
The
to.
drink.
No, I'm just saying you, a person like you. I'm just saying. Here's an example.
I'm wearing white TV.
Okay, maybe it's a bad example.
Continue.
Yeah, it is a bad example. But I'm just saying, you, as much as the team is down now, but you like to be part of history when they go
The
back to
rebuild
the
as
big
well.
time.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're a big name now, you wouldn't want to be associated with that, especially when you are at the prime of your career.
Yeah.
But for Depay, probably the best move that he's made. If it works out, good for him. Because if he keeps up his performances, he can be the go-to guy, and he can just save Barcelona. And whatever happens, he's going to be that guy. When Messi left, he was there to pick up the pieces and to bring back Barcelona to. Let's hope it happens. But I'm just saying, in terms of.
But I think they're gonna refer to Ansu Fati because he scored yesterday again, and the boy is just on another level, guys.
The only
He's talented, that boy.
Ansu Fati, he may not have a good game, but he will score.
Yeah.
That's yesterday. He didn't have a good game. Yesterday,
I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, I did watch the game.
I just saw
It was not.
they won because of
Yeah.
him. This guy.
Yeah, because he managed to get one goal and he scored. That's why. So
I know, man. Let's let the boys grow. Ansu Fati and Vinicius. Maybe we'll see something in the near future. Oh well, Mbappe might even go to Madrid next
that's
season.
what we need. That's what we need. If Mbappe goes to Real Madrid next season, it forces Barcelona to make a statement as well.
Yeah, but if the financial crisis
No,
is
I
over.
know.
Those
But
niggas, they
also-
couldn't afford to pay Messi.
They asked him
Even
to play for
50%,
free.
50%
They
less.
asked him to play for free. Can you?
No, they didn't ask him. Messi said he was willing, but they didn't ask him. And by the time he left, then they were starting to say, hey, playing for free and all that.
No,
But
also-
it's wrong, guys.
You can't ask him.
You can't have Messi playing for free.
The best player in the
Hey,
for free.
hey, that isn't the scene.
Even a 50%
Nah.
pay cut, that's not right.
Also, yeah, they
No, 50 pay cut. That's okay, guys.
also La Liga is
Messi was earning a lot, guys.
no, La Liga is rules also. So if you are renewing your contract, it cannot be less than 50% of your previous contract. That's like cheating in La Liga terms.
Really?
So if you're earning
There
100k,
were a lot of times those niggas.
if you're earning 100k, if you want to improve your contract, you cannot drop from 100k to 2k.
Yeah.
It's criminal.
Because I remember Dyer would have left a long time ago.
Yeah.
He was going to Madrid.
Those rules, those
And then-
strict rules, and
He was chopped last minute.
fax machine.
Fax machine. Niggas are using fax, man.
Fax.
Instead of email.
Fax.
Hey, guys.
Fax machine.
How crazy is that? How crazy is that? That's crazy, man. But anyways, the game against Tottenham, man. We were even watching it here. I think.
Yeah.
It is that game. What a goal from Cristiano, man. Class.
Whoa, over the top,
Yeah, over
first
the
time.
top, first time.
Do you know what?
So now Bruno has 2 assists in a row. Interesting.
Bruno is our top assist. I didn't even check the stats, but I know that. Yeah, I have seen a lot of goals coming from him. Some of them I didn't
No,
even
but
notice they
Pogba
come
is
from
top, but it was because of those first 3 games.
him. Top assist, all games or Premier League.
Premier League. Well, even all games,
Even
because
all games,
it's just
yeah.
a lot of assists because he has 7 already.
But the first 4 you got them in one game. So
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was because of the first few games. But anyways,
You see that
Madrid.
That's another
United-
finish. That's another finish. Just before the Madrid topic.
Yeah.
That Ronaldo finish, it reminds me when he finished against United and he was still playing for Juventus.
Yeah.
It was over the top.
True.
Just that
true.
he was.
Yeah.
But it was the same finish.
Yeah.
Like same finish.
Yeah,
Over
but
the top
then
for the defenders and over the top even for you. Then it's just one touch. And the way you step back to measure the shot and to time it.
And honestly, that Juventus one year was too much.
Yeah, that was too much.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
too much.
Fuck man, it was too much. Oh, City lost, man. City lost this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Vieira, Patrick Vieira.
And you see,
How?
Patrick Vieira, it has been coming.
A brother like me
It has been
in the Premier League.
It has been coming for Crystal Palace to win one of those games.
Yeah,
It has
honestly.
been coming.
Yeah.
Even against Arsenal, they did the same thing.
Even
against
that one, they should have won
They
it.
should have won
Yeah.
it.
No, interesting, man.
My boys-
So Patrick Vieira's job is safe, basically.
Yeah, if you can lose against all the other ones. If you beat
Nah, it's
if you
safe.
beat it means you have bought out
But
yourself
it's
some.
13th. It's 13th, but he's gonna
Yeah.
survive. So I don't know.
Also in the league, you must beat the people around you. It doesn't help you to beat the top team in the league and the
Yeah.
people around you because if they beat you,
Norwich, Chelsea.
yeah.
I know. Right now, if you're child by Norwich, you are weak.
Where is Pookie?
Those niggas are getting child, man.
Where is Pookie?
I wonder if they even have points. I think they have 1 draw. Hey, 2 points, 2 draws. It's shambles, man. And Newcastle really need to get out of this zone because it's gonna be embarrassing.
The richest.
Hey,
Oh yeah, Newcastle.
Newcastle will really have to make it out of that bottom 3.
And imagine, you see the position
very
they
important.
are at now.
Yeah,
they were-
they're
they
Hard
were-
to get out of
The
it.
18th, the 19th, it's hard.
They wanted to hire Unai.
Unai Emery, yeah, so
Today, Unai released a statement
that is
saying
unbelievable.
it's fine. And I think it's a good state.
Why is he saying that?
Unai is a big manager for Newcastle, especially where they are now.
But they do need a big manager though.
Yes, but not as big as Unai.
Who?
Unai is not really. You see, even if you can take, even if Pep.
And they're gonna buy in players.
No,
What's
I'm
the
saying,
problem?
even if you had Pep Guardiola available now,
They just need a good
the,
coach.
But guys,
the good managers, they also need to manage good players.
Yeah.
yeah, I
You can take Pep
understand.
Guardiola now and put him there. Newcastle, he's not going to do it.
No, you're just stabilizing the team until January, guys. Get at least 5 to 10 points now until January, and then you're gonna get your players.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let me. So how do?
And then
What
next
do you
year
think-
June, then you get even more players. Now you are having a beast now.
No, you see, it's not going to be as easy as that for Newcastle.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be.
You have to
years.
build on it.
Yeah.
You have to, because you cannot just inject 200 million in January.
But how did City when they started this thing? City, they bought Robinho, and Robinho was a star.
I think back then there were no rules in terms of financial fair play. They were not that strict.
And what was
players-
Robinho seeing there?
and
What was he seeing there?
players were still cheap in terms of market value.
Because even Calcaniello went to City.
And you know what they did better? The only reason they could not make those signings anymore is because they couldn't back it up in terms of the football.
Yeah.
If you win the Premier League, if you win the Premier League, you qualify for the Champions League. There is you inject some funds in the club that you can justify. Then you can cheat and add maybe a 50 million on top.
Yeah.
So when they won the league and they started winning regular trophies, now they could inject more money regularly. Newcastle cannot.
But
they
even
cannot
before
do that
even before they won the league, guys, I think City around is it 2008 or 2009.
Yeah,
They're
they were
good
really
players, guys.
good players, but they were not. They were
Robinho. You guys, I don't think you understand how star that boy was.
And it was
Yeah.
it just
Top level
you
star.
know Robinho, now I know the story of Robinho. You must Google it. Robinho says when he signed for Manchester City, he thought he was signing for Manchester United. Didn't know where they were. I'm telling you.
That has to be the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
Please.
How do you make a mistake of the other is blue, the other is red for fucking sake?
But you have only known one Manchester, so when they say Manchester wants you go, yes.
Which agent do you even have?
To train me.
Okay, I can understand it because he's a Brazilian junk, that guy.
And also the
who's
agent-
drunk, maybe. Which agent is that?
The agent also wants some money. If you are going to be earning 50k, I
Oh,
must
Man
give
City.
you
Oh,
that skill. You know.
And agents are really key
They're
in
making
transfers.
money.
Eh?
They're
Yeah.
making money.
An agent can really say you are not going there and
And
you
then
don't go.
Don't go there.
Yeah, because I saw with who's this boy? Haaland.
Haaland.
Haaland was supposed to go to United. I think he even wanted to go to
Yeah,
United.
because of everything.
And then that nigga was like, hey, he's not going there because he wanted money.
Because he knows that when Dortmund sells Haaland, he's going to get a big.
Exactly.
a
That's
big
what he.
fee on
That's
that.
that's.
But when he goes to
that's what
United,
he-
there's a possibility that is
Yeah.
the end of his career even.
Yes.
Or
I
when
don't even
United,
end of it.
or when United sell him, they will sell him according to.
I guess he was gonna have a much bigger impact than Bruno Haaland. Moving on from those previous issues. So City lost. We were talking about City. They lost, and then who's this? This motherfuckers, man. They were gonna draw something. Chelsea James came with a fucking smelter.
Two of them.
It's very brave.
But all two of the goals were like,
Yeah.
How good is that boy?
Because, yeah.
How good is Reece James, man?
the closest thing to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Whoever is the best, or it doesn't matter, but he's the closest thing.
Trent is too.
But he's the closest thing. What you are saying is he's good, but he's the closest
The
thing.
only thing is that maybe Reece might be better defensively, but Trent is.
Yeah, but he's,
Oh, you see, if they could take that right foot of Trent, let's put it on put it here, I'll be fine, life, guys.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
You see the way you're talking about Trent
Yeah.
Alexander-Arnold,
You talk
this
about-
podcast, you're talking about Trent. If I fucking had that right foot, yo, that right foot, guys.
The whip. The whip on the
Ooh, did you see that cross?
First time.
Even against
yesterday.
yesterday. Wow, fucking hell.
First time cross.
That boy, I remember that free kick was in this. Against Chelsea. You,
And
that guy, guys.
And that's why I
That
always,
guy can score every free kick he takes.
that's why I always say about people who can cross the ball. They can also score free kicks because it's all about picking a spot and passing it
No,
back
exactly.
with power.
Knowing exactly with power
With
as well.
power, with-
But a free kick is that thing is difficult.
It is
but
difficult.
It's difficult, but if you can cross.
The most difficult thing is that it has to go over the wall and come back again.
But also has to have
The ball
power.
is standing still if it generates from.
Yeah, but as Max is saying, if you can cross,
Especially if you can cross like
if you can cross like Trent,
Fella,
you have to know
which
how
one?
to.
Which one is better? The ball standing still and the ball being passed to you and you cross at the same time. You cross same time. A same time cross when the ball is not even. It was just passed to you. Then it's a same time cross. Imagine if they say
Every kick is hard. Also depending on the position, because if it's just on the 18,
then
it's hard.
maybe not power.
Because it's not easy to take it up and down. But if it's at the perfect position,
But it's very hard to play.
9 out of 10, that boy is going to score, boy. That boy is going to score. Trent,
But he hasn't scored a lot of free kicks. I think
that's the thing as well.
It's like with De Bruyne, he doesn't score a lot of.
I think it's
and
because
he can move that.
I think it's also because Liverpool don't get a lot of free kicks.
But when he has done, it's good free kicks. When he has done, when he scored free kicks, it's good free kicks.
And Liverpool, they don't get a lot of free kicks, man.
Liverpool creates their own luck.
They don't get a lot. And Liverpool's style of play, man. So now I'm just thinking, I'm like, what?
The way,
Those niggas, man.
the way,
It's intensity.
How do you become so good, man?
and
Especially
what I
on that
like,
Salah side.
what I like about Liverpool as well is that they are not predictable. Like you can predict that they can pass Salah and then if you mark Salah, but what happens if they cross in time? Or if there's a Van Dijk long ball and Mane is alone?
That's the thing as well.
They mix up their game. And Liverpool, I think, other than Chelsea and Manchester City, they are the only teams that win the ball of you. Like they take the ball, they mark it.
Yeah.
If you try to play the ball, they will mark it. They take the ball from you and then play. They don't depend on you to make a mistake and you make a silly pass. They mark the ball, they press you and get the ball.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake, they force you to make a mistake. It's not like you're just passing around and then you wait for the ball, then you start afresh. That's why their chances, they have a lot of chance because they win the ball up the field. And when you win the ball up there, then it's already a
I
chance.
wish, I just can't wait for Klopp to retire. Hey, fucking hell. Hey man, it's hard man seeing Liverpool people flourish for 4 years.
I was telling you truly how lucky were they? How lucky were they to appoint? Maybe not luck. How good were they when they appointed Klopp after?
It's luck.
Brendan Rodgers.
And it's I guess it's not luck because how come Klopp was not the most sought after manager?
And he was
I
not.
think they don't respect because even
Because he was coming for Borussia
from Dortmund,
we missed it, man.
And even when you
Oh, you did not get Klopp.
smart decisions.
Now we'll be far now, man.
I think maybe I think Nani, you are gonna have patience with Klopp because his football is nice. It's just that he was conceding and not but you can say forward. There's a play.
And once he fixed the defense, you could see because towards I think in his second season, you could point out individuals that Sako, whoever the defense was, you could.
Was scattered.
Yeah, there's this other man that he took him out second half when they were playing Spurs and they were having a terrible day.
Left back.
Klavan.
Oh, Klavan.
Klavan. Because it was as simple as that. You could just see that. You see now, the difference between Liverpool winning games is them keeping clean sheets.
Yeah.
Because they can score 4 goals every match guaranteed. But those 3 goals that they concede, or they were winning 3-0, now the game ends at 3-2. Now it dents the type of win.
And also,
the win was.
back then they didn't have a goalkeeper as well.
You see?
Manually.
And then once they fixed those issues,
They were fucking gone.
you see,
The moment they bought Van Dijk, they were finished. Yeah.
it's on the hour now. I think we must just start with the
preview.
It's on the hour.
Yeah, man. Big game this week, obviously. City versus United. 2:30. It's Old Trafford. We're gonna suffer, man. Second half of the season, we're going to Anfield. We're going to the Ep10.
But it doesn't matter. We played Liverpool at home. What did happen? What happened?
That's why I'm saying we're gonna suffer because we're already suffering at home.
At home, is not
So now we're playing City at home, man. Of course, too. What do you think?
I think City are going to win. I know we've won.
They won what 2-1 yesterday.
Which one? I'm not sure.
They won 2-1 against Club Brugge.
No, it was many good for 1.
Yeah.
You know. But that
I
was
also
2-1
saw-
yesterday.
Even Jesus scored, Sterling scored, Foden scored, and Mahrez.
Sterling scored.
Yeah.
I also saw the way the reason
understand.
I'm believing it is because I saw a sensational tweet saying Cancelo has matched Pogba's UCL assist in
4-1.
one game.
Oh, yeah.
His overall UCL assist, Pogba's UCL assist in one game yesterday.
Hey,
No, that's shambles, man.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
Maxwell.
No, I'm not trying. I'm not trying. I'm just saying.
That's the same way I feel about Bruno, man. I mean, for me, Bruno. Hey, no, it's fine. Cause me, honestly, if Ole really doesn't want to get let go of McFred, I was gonna bench Bruno, bro.
No, I was
And
thinking.
play Van de Beek and see what happens.
Yeah.
Give him a chance.
You see,
The thing is, that's why
as long as you are winning, I'm happy. You can
don't
even
give that boy a chance for him to play with Marta. Nah, guys.
And that's what he always does.
But-
When he's Van de Beek is playing with Mata, he's playing with all the second
All the
fridge
second
players,
fridge players.
and he's not.
Put him in the first 11 against City. Okay. But no, it is what it is.
All it does,
Yeah,
all
so-
it does need the balls to do that. Do you know what? Do you know who's going to play there? It's going to play Fred because Fred was resting yesterday. And it's time to think about
Fred was resting for the big game.
But let's start with Pogba, man. But let's start with Pogba. Fuck Pogba. Let's just start with Pogba.
Let's just start with Pogba.
He was resting, boy. He was resting.
Yeah, he was
All it
resting.
does have the balls to bench McFred because I don't even know why. You see,
I don't know why.
Now it's just getting redundant because
So
yeah,
score.
but I think
Scores. What do you think? United versus City.
Old Trafford.
doesn't matter. Oh, it matters because it's a derby.
It's 2-1.
Which one?
It's a win for City. I'm trying to think how
2-1
you
City.
guys can win.
You don't see it.
I don't see it. Ronaldo and Foden.
Next?
I'm going to go for 4-0 for City.
You
I'm just
Christ.
yeah 4-0 for City.
I hope.
Just because you said it, that you see, if we are losing, we better lose this match.
Dismally, guys. If you are losing, it has to be shambles.
Because even when we win, we don't win clinically. So
Exactly. So I
Yeah,
hope
you
City
see.
wins, but United, you don't know. These fucking niggas are unpredictable.
but you see, let's do a
I think it
combined
might be 2-2 even.
2-2.
Yeah.
Do you trust?
Yeah, man.
This is not
United,
Atalanta.
man.
This is not
Let's give him
Atalanta.
Ronaldo, man.
This is not Atalanta, ne?
Let's give him Ronaldo.
Last Ronaldo goal.
Man.
This is not Atalanta. When Atalanta were top of the game, they couldn't finish it. When City are top of the game, they will finish it off.
So on Sunday, it was because Spurs is just nothing.
They were just shit. And also, they didn't finish their chances. Son got a clear chance before when it was still 0-0, didn't score. He got 2 of them even, didn't score. Against the good teams, you'll never get a chance to score an equalizer. It's 2-2, 90 minutes, and you're playing shit. Never. It's going to be 5-1, and your score is 5-2 against the good teams.
The
Yeah.
last minute goal will be the 1 in the 5.
But if we can do a combined 11 between City and United, you will see that the loss on Saturday is purely based on the manager and tactics, not because City are a better team in terms of personnel.
So you wanted to do a combined 11.
Pound for pound, we can do it. Well, we can
Okay.
do it.
Keep
Just make it quickly.
I think that's but at the same man, that guy can assist. That guy can assist Ronaldo. although the hair is
Are we
good,
talking current form or
No,
current form.
Current
Current form.
current form. This season, you see the
This
team,
season, yeah.
the players that we have now.
No.
Ederson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Edison as well.
I'm also going to go for yes.
Nah, that guy he can pass the midfield. He can pass the striker. Fuck, man, that guy is.
He has mistakes, but also
even
his,
there is
his
mistakes.
records are not that bad.
Even there is mistakes, and he can even pass
Yeah.
the strikers.
But when I look at
It
Edison,
has to be Edison.
at the end of the season, or even now, if you can check clean sheets,
He's gonna be good. He's gonna
up
take that
there,
golden
so,
glove
yeah, it's probably
again.
up, it's always there.
yeah,
So
yeah,
as
yeah.
much as you can criticize and say he doesn't make good saves, but it's always even the stats back him up.
And you know why? Because
They always have the ball.
Those niggas can defend as well.
But
They
also,
have the ball.
they also have the ball,
Yeah,
so
that's true,
we
yeah.
defend from the front. The ball will never reach the goalkeeper.
They're also
because
good.
we
They're also
defend
good
with the
defensively.
strikers.
Because I remember Mourinho's interview this other time, when they were talking about him always being negative, trying to defend.
Yeah.
It's like these teams that you're talking about,
They also
who are so good at attacking wise.
They also defend.
Have you seen what City do when they don't have the ball?
They defend from the
He
front.
asked the reporters, have you seen what City does when they don't have the ball? And it was actually a good question because people just think of City, think of attack. You have to check them when they don't have the ball and see how good they are
and how they
defensively. You can see that they're being coached to defend.
Yeah.
So now with Mourinho, it's that yeah, and I forgot this more.
On the defensive
side. And it's even not even good because it's even not that good as well.
Yeah, when you are you see when you're defending, it must be perfect. You cannot be outplayed by someone who defends when they have to.
Nah, football, guys. Football is beautiful, man.
Right back.
Okay, right back. Cancel.
We're playing 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Or
No,
4-3-3.
4-3.
Yeah,
Yes,
2-2-2.
we have to take.
I think it was between Cancel and Walker.
Yeah, you lost.
Even Bissaka, man, defensively. Oh, but I mean, I rate Bissaka defensively.
But for a combined level, what you would like to see,
Okay.
Bissaka,
Yeah, it's gotta be.
you can stay out of this one.
Centre back, myself.
No, it's right centre back. I'll go with Diaz there. Diaz. I think he plays right centre back. Yeah.
I also go for probably him.
I'm going for a pair with Varane and Diaz because I don't know which one.
Yeah, for me it's Varane and Diaz.
Yeah,
Varane
also
is
the pair.
left.
So,
yeah.
but in the centre back pairing is Diaz and
Varane.
yeah, that's good.
Yes.
I think this starting 11 is straightforward. Got to consider.
No, let's
Left back
Left
because I might go with
Yeah, Cancel is there. Imagine there's only Luke Shaw there. Luke Shaw can
No, but do you know how good Zinchenko is though?
He is, but currently
Yeah, he's not even.
He's not playing, so yeah, so it's gonna be sure.
Let's
But
look
that boy is good, man. Zinchenko. I don't know what's wrong with Pep sometimes, Leon, man. It's like smokes weed sometimes. Hi guys, but even City fans will tell you that nigga sometimes it's like he smokes weed. Because with Pep, it's not like he's a jailbird like Ole. Niena is a weedist. That man, he goes crazy, man. Have you seen Pep? Pep goes crazy, literally.
He overthinks things.
Literally, and the only thing that can do that to you is weed, man. What else can do that to you? I don't understand. I don't understand the problem with Pep. Zinchenko played a perfect match against PSG when he even overran Edison pass. You remember? Edison passed it over the top and Zinchenko was on top of it. And that guy didn't play. I'm like, what?
and he played the final of the Champions League as well, losing champions. That's it.
Hey. So
I think the things also have to play walk, cancel.
You see,
sit down.
I mean, I felt like that boy after Mendy, he's in rape allegations.
Yeah, allegedly.
So he's not playing. So I was like, okay, give the boy the position. But I guess maybe with coaches that do think, then every game has its own players.
So now they have two right backs and one left back.
What's this Zinchenko?
Yeah, Zinchenko
Is he injured?
No, I'm just saying the way it's happening because now they're playing right
Yeah, they
backs.
play and then they play Cancelo on the left and then walk on the right.
No, but I think also makes sense the way he wants to play because when you look at Cancelo, he does not play doesn't hug the line. Eventually, when in the final third, he cuts in and just plays passes and plays normal football. So, in terms of defending, whether we are right back or left back, if you can defend, you can defend. But when it's time to play now, I think he's looking for that. Going forward, he may not be a natural left back, but when we're attacking with the ball, he's going to do much better than Zinchenko.
I know. So it's gonna be sure. So midfield,
See,
holding. We're playing this with a Man City lineup formation.
Are we looking for a
CDM.
typical CDM? There's only one.
It's Rodrigo. Fuck, man.
Oh, you're saying it's Rodrigo versus Fernandinho?
Yeah, in a way, but Fernandinho is being benched by Rodrigo,
he's
so
not
it
playing.
makes sense that we choose.
Okay. I think midfield would be more interesting.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
Now, because we have two positions there in midfield.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
De Bruyne, I think he typically plays on the right side.
Yeah.
Is it the right side or left side?
De Bruyne is just too good.
Yeah. So
He's
De
there.
Bruyne is
He's there. He's there.
So
We can
one
go.
spot. Bruno, Pogba,
All of them.
Bernardo.
All of them.
Who else? Grealish probably.
Yeah, all of them.
Gundogan has
Gundogan. Oh fuck, man.
Ooh.
Oh, what a player, man. You see that man of Gundogan? I think he might be similar to Donny van de Beek. I
Yeah.
like that man, man.
Yeah.
He's a
And you know why I like
and
that guy?
He makes runs.
He plays short passes as well. He's good with, guys, I don't know what's wrong with me and short passes. Short passes just have that thing for me. Nothing of long passes.
It looks like you are in charge of the game. It looks like you know what you are
Exactly.
doing.
That's what Barcelona used to do.
If you are passing here and
between
you
the
go
lines.
there and they pass you back and then you pass there, you
Yeah.
go there.
And
It looks like you know
another
what
thing
you
that I
are
don't
doing.
understand about football players is that fear to pass through
The lines.
windows,
You
the
must,
lines.
You must pass
Why?
through the lines.
Why are you scared to pass through the lines? You find people passing through right backs, left backs.
That's
But-
why they always pass Bissaka and pass Shaw
Exactly.
because they are not marked when
They don't want to pass through the lines. And sometimes
and then
it's because
Bruno goes off the game, then he's playing because when everyone has the ball, they are afraid to give him the ball.
and Vele, man, because Vele was supposed to pass through the lines
to Bruno. And if Bruno comes back to the
Why is it
midfield,
hard to pass through the lines? I know it's risky because it's normally it will pass through the other midfielder's feet. It's risky, but you gotta do it.
you must be confident
You
to
have
do
to
it.
be
And if
confident
you are
to
playing
pass.
with players that are not confident, you're always going to look for an easy pass.
Man, you have to pass.
And if you're looking for an easy pass, then you might as well have played any other person because they are going to play the obvious pass. And if I'm in opposition and I'm playing the obvious pass, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want you to stress me and pass in between the lines. I want you to just pass where I know.
Man. Yeah.
But yeah.
So who's it gonna be? You know who I'm gonna say.
Yeah, your answer we know. I'm
And it's
going
the wrong
for-
It's the right one.
It's the wrong one.
He's the only one in world football. He's the only one in world football, and I'm sure if he's playing with De Bruyne, it's gonna be peak level.
I think I'll pick Gundogan because as much as I like Bruno, but they're the same player as I think that De Bruyne sport, he took it over Bruno's sport because they do almost.
Oh yeah.
So De Bruyne over Bruno Fernandes. So Bruno
De Bruyne
Fernandes is already out
You know,
because if you put him there, it's like you're playing two, then it's not balanced anymore. And I agree that it's De Bruyne over Bruno Fernandes for now.
Yeah, for me, it's Pogba. You know.
That's
Pogba
the
is
most
the player.
You know what I'm
unbalanced
gonna
team
do, Mina?
I know, but that guy is to play this.
When I'm putting Bruno there and Pogba is still gonna be in my team.
You want to put Bruno?
I'm putting Bruno and Pogba on the
number 8.
You lie.
not number 8.
On the left wing.
You know, on the front three.
Yeah.
Yeah, left
Pogba.
wing, but I'm not saying you know what
Yeah,
Pogba
that position he was
Yeah.
playing by
Yeah.
Ole.
No, but
I think
then
that's the
Ole-
only positive thing that Ole did in his tenure. Because Pogba is actually playing well when he was playing that side.
Yeah.
He was playing very
can
well.
criticize-
But yeah,
but-
for me, Pogba is going to play that other midfield role. He has to play, guys.
Okay.
And that
For me, the
looks like-
midfield is the road.
I'm going about this season, but the Gundogan from last season, because I am gonna choose Gundogan. But for this season,
That you see that Gundogan is saved my fantasy team. That Gundogan. I remember when he went to Anfield and he scored 2 goals and an assist, and I captained him. I think I even captained him that week. I was like, "Fuck, I'm over the moon." So no, man, Gundogan always have my respect from from the Borussia Dortmund days.
So what
that
I was
guy has
saying-
been a good player.
I was saying that it's
For me, it's Pogba.
for me that midfield is full of City. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Manchester City's midfield, whoever you put there, they look like a midfield.
Because even
They look like a midfield.
even Bernardo, man.
They are
he's
not individual
well-
players. They are in midfield. Everyone has their
Yeah.
role. With United, you can put Pogba and Bruno Fernandes and whoever you want next.
I agree.
It doesn't guarantee that they're going to play like a team. They are just good individuals. So,
And sometimes when City plays and De Bruyne is not there, you can not even notice.
you can't even notice that because anyone that you put there. But I can tell
Not
you now,
always, because De Bruyne, at some point you're gonna notice something is missing. But yeah,
I can tell you now, Kevin, if you remove Bruno in that team, you will just see that something is off. You will see that something is off. If you
Even if when he's there, I don't see him.
no, it's fine. I understand. But
I only see him when he assists, to be honest. And when he's pressing,
now Bruno, then the
Bruno,
team for his
Bruno,
final product.
Bruno.
yeah, his final product is good. But his involvement in the game,
But you can never have a final product if there is no supply.
exactly, that's the
Do
problem.
you know what Mata
That's
does?
the problem. That's
Do
why
you know what
you
Mata
need to
does?
fund debate, guys.
Do you know what Mata does? Mata is good in those spaces, but when he doesn't get the ball, which is why he's benched now,
Yeah, that's
he
true.
comes back to play at the center.
No,
And as much as Mata is good, but we don't want to see him doing small passes
Yeah, I
there at the
think-
center.
I think-
as
I
much
think-
as Bruno,
I think he has always just
the
rolling Bruno.
only the only way Bruno gives those assists is if he's risking that in the whole game I'm going to be absent and wait there for the perfect ball. If it comes up after 15 minutes, it's fine. But at least if I'm at that position, I'm just one pass away from making a good assist. But it's easy for someone to just drop back to the midfield to go Fred and do lazy passes. That's what every player does when they are not involved in the game. They come back to where there's space and they try to gain their confidence by completing two passes where they are obvious, maybe there by the center line. Then they go there.
If it also with their confidence, I'm an advocate for it.
Because of
You
what
have to have
happened.
confidence in football, guys.
Yeah.
If that thing strikes you, you are out. You're out. If you don't have confidence, I'm telling you, you'll be hitting rugby shots there.
Left wing. I think we're running out of time.
Left wing.
Left wing. Phil Foden.
Oh yeah, FIFA.
Done.
Done. Yeah.
Nagonja, I said, I've already put to
Paul
Pop.
Pop, okay.
Mara Foden is there as well. Can I just say my front three?
Myself, I can even.
It's Pogba, Ronaldo, who's this? Foden.
Foden on the right.
Foden on the
No,
right.
next
Yeah.
one.
Nah, I'm not gonna have Foden on the right. I need him on the left.
On the left.
I need that boy on the left.
Striker.
That boy is in magic.
When I can put
Guys,
him anywhere.
guys, that boy is beautiful. The boy can play.
You see Foden is
The boy can play.
You see Foden and Trent. They're a good example of player management and development. That's what you do when you're developing players. Every season they must improve.
Exactly. That's true.
You see with Greenwood, I like him, but he's not improved from the very first time that I saw him. I saw him as you see now he's even worse because now he's trying to do those things
Agree,
more often, and now it seems like it's selfish because if you don't develop your passing skills and your positioning very well, we're always going to do the same thing, or when I always shoot, and sometimes shooting is not the right option.
And Greenwood is selfish.
Yeah, it is. But as a striker,
You must stop it, man.
you
It's
need
too young to be
players.
selfish.
You need selfish players.
No, you must
Do
be
you know-
selfish at your peak. Not
Do you know
when
who's
you're
like?
that young.
Do
Come
you know
on.
who's like?
Yeah.
It's like Mbappe.
Mbappe is selfish, man.
But you know why Mbappe, we are not saying selfish, because it justifies why he shoots, because he can finish better than Greenwood. You see,
No, man. Mbappe passes, guys.
no, he does passes, but I'm saying most of the things,
But
most of the times he should have passed, but because he scores,
Now, honestly, I don't see a
must
lot of
check.
situations where
You must check.
Mbappe should have passed. Okay, maybe once in
Must
a
check,
while.
must check. But the only reason you cannot see that is if he scores. Then if he scores, then you can never say.
You can never say you
Why
shouldn't
can-
have passed. Yeah, that's
And Greenwood is always going to be reflected because you should have
He
passed.
shoots a lot,
and
yeah.
then you shoot, then you don't score. Then it's a
Then
record.
yeah, that's true. It's a record then. Yeah, definitely. But Mbappe is also another issue that perhaps we should talk about another day. I mean, for me, that boy doesn't bless me. And that man said it. Who's that? Ibrahimovic.
Yeah. But
He's-
Did you see what he said though?
Yeah, I think. He's missing.
I shared the same sentiment with him. Nah, man. No. The boy's average.
Always tell him he's not good enough.
He's
Yeah, I
average.
must. You see Mbappe. He's a Rashford on another level. That's the
Exactly.
same
No,
thing
I
that
agree.
Rashford does.
No, I agree.
Rashford,
He's just a
he's
Rashford
good.
on another
He's
level.
good, but he's not playing with players that will tell him that you don't want this thing that you are doing. We know, we understand. They don't challenge him. If Mbappe is playing, yes, everyone is helping the team. Is our savior, and he's not reached that level.
Nah, no, Mbappe, he needs to look at himself and do better. Maybe when he goes to Madrid, he'll be better.
You see, one
Because
thing.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Hey, my young man,
I
players need to
watched-
play wide and run and control the game.
Not just 10.
dribble,
Not just 10 and
do
wait
all that shit. Not that thing of Mbappe is standing for
Standing for a
pass.
ball, then he
Oh,
scores, then he-
yeah.
especially if
Show me something. Show me life. Show me something. How dare you guys?
And
How-
also, I feel like
you will do that thing that he's doing now. He will do it later in his career.
I
when
feel
he's
like
finishing.
you see, Haaland for a striker is doing much more than what Mbappe is doing for a
Exactly.
winger.
Because that one, Haaland is a striker.
He's a striker, and you can
It's
see the
not like-
hunger.
It's
And you
not
can
like
see the
Mbappe.
hunger.
Mbappe is
Imagine-
supposed to be a winger for me.
Yeah. You must, if they are playing with the striker, they are playing him to run in behind, not to wait for the ball and
definitely.
run with the ball.
Yeah. It's just that Vela at PSG is going to be a nightmare because now you've got Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. And Neymar will play the left wing. So what are you going to do?
And they have a manager who's
And they don't want to play
bigger name than
because the only thing that you can do is to play Mbappe, Neymar on the 10, just like United, and then you play.
Let's finish this thing. You see
So,
now.
yeah, so,
time
yes.
yeah.
Hey, fuck, man, we diverted from because we said I said Phil Foden, you said Foden, you said Pogba on the left.
I don't know.
Foden.
Yeah, Foden on the right.
But now
I'm gonna have Ronaldo obviously as a
Ronaldo
striker.
is a striker.
Is you too.
Ronaldo is a striker.
Yeah.
Right
Ronaldo
wing.
is a
I think this is interesting
Right wing.
because we've got a lot. You can still have Sterling there. You can have Greenwood there.
Sterling Greenwood. Who are they? Sterling Greenwood.
Then you can have Mahrez there.
I think it's going to be a City player.
Yeah, for me it's Mahrez.
Yeah, probably Mahrez. He's played
For me
long.
it's Mahrez.
Yeah.
Mahrez is great. That guy can play.
But Kevin, one thing I'm against you is that you still want to mention Ronaldo. Mention it in passing, and I understand. You see, Ronaldo he does one thing, he scores, and you'll never say it's because he doesn't get service. But if it's Bruno, then it's a problem. Everyone needs service.
Nah, but
You
Bruno
see
is
what-
a midfielder, guys.
No, I understand, but
No, Bruno is a midfielder.
he is.
He
but
has
he's
to
not.
create service.
I think Bruno is a number 10.
He's a number 10.
It's like
He's not a
number
central
10.
midfielder.
Yeah, it's a typical number 10.
Yeah. It's not.
So when-
But he's so disconnected from the midfield, guys.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's like a false nine.
Yeah, like a second striker.
It's like a second striker, exactly.
Yeah, he wants to be up there.
Guys.
And you see when he gets.
That's the type of player he is.
Yeah,
But
that's what it is. That's what it is.
But the thing is, Bruno, he will probably affect the game just like Ronaldo affects the game. It's just that he will be affecting the game with assists. And you can't have that for a midfielder. For a striker, I think it's justifiable.
I understand that, but imagine if you had a midfield good enough that they give him the ball enough that he tries those things every time.
No, imagine if he was good enough to go and connect to the midfield.
No, then you see, you must play your
Not
best.
Messi.
You must play. You see, you must play your best players to their best of their ability. If you know that.
Yeah, Leon, I agree that he's so what's this? Isolated.
The only chance that he gets is
Because when he gets the ball, there's no one next to him,
Yeah.
and then he ends up playing long passes.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Kevin,
I agree.
if he can drop back to the midfield, who is going to pass there? Okay, if he drops back and then
Nah, there's no one who's gonna play with.
who's going to give Ronaldo that assist? If he wants to come and play with Fred here,
He has to, eh?
but why?
There's nothing you can do. You're gonna
You
be
see-
shambles.
Yeah, you see this Bruno and it's a topic for.
I think even if Bruno gets service, for me,
you just don't rate him, and that's okay.
he doesn't
That's
have that
okay.
thing. The guy is good, but he's not superstar level.
You see, in
You
terms
see,
of
you see me now. I have my own superstar level
Yeah.
thing. Bruno is not there.
I know.
It's not
Also,
it's only a few.
Bruno is not
superstar
that.
level.
Bruno is not that kind of player. Like De Bruyne is not that kind of player too.
But De Bruyne, I think.
He's not. He's not likable. It's not easy on the eye. That's what I'm saying. If you know football, you know football.
Yeah.
You see another person who plays with moments. It's Pogba. He plays with moments. He can have a good 10 minutes and he plays that. He's going to play
But Pogba,
better than anyone else. But when he's not there, he's not there.
Pogba is able to play the whole game. Great.
No,
He is.
no.
You can see in France, bro.
No, that's
the
what
guy
I'm
can play for the whole 90 minutes. Very good.
That's what I'm saying.
Bruno, he can't.
When he shit,
Bruno
he shit.
can't.
When
Yeah, when Pogba is shit, is
Shit.
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 I agree.
You can never.
No, guys, you have to remember that Pogba is playing a difficult role there.
What difficult role? Essentially,
Defensive midfield. It's not his thing. It's
But-
not
okay,
Pogba's
but-
thing.
okay,
And if you can see,
okay.
and if you can see these days, it's like teams that have gone out on a limb to press Pogba. The way that guy gets pressed.
but I'm saying, you see, the way
Pogba never has space to believe, guys.
so that's your excuse for Pogba.
It's not my excuse, but
The player who's supposed to be making the Atalanta game, we were playing with Pogba and McTominay. But the person who saw the spotlight is the person who gave the assist when he had the chance. The whole time didn't even get service, even from Pogba. And I understand that Pogba is playing for a good national team, and you can mention the World Cup and whatever. But in terms of stats, compare him and Bruno.
No,
Stats,
obviously
season
stats.
after season.
No, guys.
In terms of efficiency, in terms of how he helps the team,
No,
in terms of how he.
No.
You see, when Bruno.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Bruno, he revived United. That's why we were sitting here talking about United. It's because of
Bruno came.
I understand that. But it doesn't mean I'm supposed to kiss his ass until
No, I know,
forever.
I know.
Now, guys, that time has passed.
We are not
And
saying
right now, Bruno is just horrible. I'm being honest. It's horrible.
It's not as horrible as Pogba.
Okay.
Not as horrible as Pogba.
Okay.
But somehow
But the thing is,
must stand up because
and the thing is,
because it's just not easy on the eye. He's not a walking superstar.
No, guys.
When you
no,
see
guys.
Bruno walking,
Hey,
you know,
wait. Bruno is not criticized as much as Pogba is criticized.
by you.
No, not by
I'm saying
me.
by you.
Not only by me, even by the media. But you have to remember,
I think it's
Bruno is.
because they understand how talented
Yeah.
Pogba is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear he's more talented than Bruno.
It's clear.
And it's very
frustrating.
And it's disappointing to see
The next
someone who
level
can
of
do
greatness,
better.
man, to be
Yeah.
there with the great.
Yeah, anyways, I think we're gonna have to leave it there. But
Yeah, and we're
this
putting,
fight
our predictions.
this fight between me and Max about Bruno and Pogba, I think it will go on until Pogba even leaves or what. Then we'll probably stop it there. But yeah, we will always fight about.
Ever since Pogba came, we've been trying to find players he can play with.
Yeah,
As good as he is, as well class as he is,
Actually,
as World Cup
yesterday-
winner as he is, but as soon as we found Bruno,
Yesterday when I was watching Tuesday when I was watching the match, it was so sad for me that I also think we're gonna have to let him go.
that's what I'm saying. Even for Pogba, he's not the person who's playing for us.
Yeah,
He's a different player.
Yeah, it's just not working, man. It's been 5 years now. We've been trying to. We're trying to find a position for Pogba. We don't know the position.
Even if we do find a position for Pogba and he scores a lot of goals and he wins us the Champions League, yes, he will be happy. But it's long overdue. He was signed 4 years ago. You see, when he was signed, he was probably the best player at that time.
Yeah, he was the best player. The time was good.
And now it's like 5 years.
I wonder
later,
what happened, man.
And we're still trying to
Because
do what we
United
wanted
is
to do that
nonsense.
time.
And then Pogba was
Just
good, man.
let's just continue
Yeah.
with this long
Oh,
predictions.
the predictions, fuck, man. Another interesting game.
Let's just do Chelsea and Burnley.
It's gonna be it.
For the sake of
We're playing home, Burnley.
Yeah, you're at home.
Yeah, it's like last week.
Yeah.
Who were playing?
But Burnley won.
Newcastle.
Burnley won. Is it 3-1? I didn't expect them to win that match against Brentford. I was like, what the fuck?
They won against Brentford.
But it's
Yeah.
Brentford.
3! Bruh, it was 3-0 I think by halftime. That's how good Burnley were in that match. I was like, what is going on here? Let me look at them. It was 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. You see, it was 3-0 by halftime. I shouldn't like him. I think I know how to
He's such a
decide.
Burnley coach.
You said Burnley coach.
Yeah, it's a Burnley
You see,
coach.
you see,
Never coach any team.
you see, guys, if there's a team that I don't want to see relegated, it's bending us.
I don't
That
know.
team-
Should take, yeah.
Even for me, personally, even Leeds can leave.
No,
Leeds can leave.
I'm opposite. For
For me,
just feel
Leeds can
like-
leave. You know why? You know why? For me,
Alex,
it's
no.
because at 10th moment, there's a test there.
Yeah, I know.
There's a test there. 10th moment.
It's a different test.
It's a different test.
It's like when you
Yo. I know the day we're gonna go there, we're gonna struggle.
It's like
Tina, we're definitely going to struggle with the way we play. With the way we play, we're going to struggle there.
It's
Ten
like
more.
the days when we still had Stoke City. Called
Yeah.
Stoke.
Good night.
Why do you?
You see when you're playing the afternoon
Yes,
game,
I think
there's like smoke and it's like you can't see even as a fan.
Bruh, if you start
You can feel it's cold.
if you start bringing the Stoke City days, you'll make me cry. But I think we should. Fuck, man! Stop!
Oh, Charlie
Adams, the Chelsea City. I was so happy, man. And they won the Chelsea City. I was like, fuck.
Charlie fucking Adams.
Charlie Adams. At Stoke City.
Peter fucking Crouch.
Peter Crouch. Nah, bruh. Nah.
Exactly.
Nah, not Stoke, bruh. Stoke was too much. Yeah,
But
so
it's a
I think 3-0 Chelsea. Yeah, 3-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, obvious.
3-0.
No, I'm not saying 3-0. Yeah, I'm saying 3-0.
2-1. I was 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
It will be
Then
nice.
the benefit of scoring.
Okay, another interesting game. West Ham, Liverpool. My nigga. My nigga, man.
It's a draw.
Tony.
It's a draw.
Yeah, I was thinking it's a draw.
It's a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, that
Liverpool
makes
through last game week.
Yeah, against
Against
the boys.
Yeah.
But you see, that was a good game of
It's a
football.
good
Yeah.
game of football, man.
That was a good.
Yo, that boy of what's his name?
Correct.
Yeah?
Cucurella.
No, not Kukurela.
Lamptey.
Yeah, Lamptey.
Ooh.
Our boys.
Bissouma.
What a player.
Bissouma.
Bissouma.
A box to box who can control the. You see
That
when
guy's
you-
goal, Mwepu's goal,
Ooh.
even bigger than Tillemans one. Oh, it's just he hanged.
But Yuri
I've never
Tillemans.
seen. He hanged Alisson there, man. That Yuri Tillemans one, I see it. Did you see that Mwepu one?
I saw it.
Yo,
I saw it.
he hanged him
And
from
it
far.
was intentional.
And it was intentional, that one. Even the Yuri Tillemans one was intentional.
No offense to Pirates,
wow.
but I saw Pirates highlights and I saw they scored a goal like almost like that. And well done to the guy. He said it was not intentional. He was trying to cross.
Who's that? Colin Blau.
Is it still embarrassed? It's gone. Oh, Linda Bambo! No,
Yeah, it
it's
was
gone.
a beautiful
What a
goal.
great guy, man.
Beautiful
What
goal.
a great guy.
But I was trying to hold cross. Just was one of those.
No,
But it
you
was a
trust
beautiful- it was a
trust
beautiful
Linda
goal.
Mtambo to tell the truth. That guy's a great guy, man. Do you know the guy?
I don't
I
know his
know.
face.
That guy's a great guy. Man. He's a
too
positive
Christian.
energy. Nah, man. What
It's like in Tanzania.
he's a great guy, man.
You see in Tanzania, he's a player that you need around the team.
Yeah, exactly. You need.
Gabuza.
You see Linda Mtambo. Linda Mtambo. That guy you really need.
Yeah.
You really need him in your dressing room.
Yeah, just for the mood.
Linda
and
Mtambo, he sings. He does all those
Yeah.
things. Man.
Yeah.
in Tanzania, Gabuza put them in the same bracket. You need a tower. It's not a bit of Gabuza and tower there.
Oh yeah, I remember. By Instagram.
And then clearly tower scared because you saw what happened in the game.
Very Kabuza always scores when he's playing against Utah. Even since Pirates.
Now we're back on the PSL. This podcast. West Ham versus Liverpool. So I think it's gonna be a draw 2-2.
1-1.
Nah, it's a win for Liverpool. 2-1.
Salah on the score sheet.
You know, but you know it's hard to win at West Ham at that stadium.
Yeah.
Because even United struggled a lot, but I understand United was always gonna struggle with this West Ham. But it's hard, man.
You know when the bubbles are going up.
No, man,
You know you're gonna have a long day. You're gonna have a long day.
When the bubbles are going
those
up.
bubbles. Those bubbles, they always go out and Antonius not playing. Bruh. So, he thinks Liverpool win.
Yeah, only because we are playing the day before and you're gonna win. It's gonna be 6 points.
Pressure,
Fresh. They must win.
yeah.
It's gonna be, that means it's gonna be a race game.
Nah, I'm happy with this week's line fixtures.
Yeah,
They're
they are
interesting.
spread.
Yeah,
Even
they're nice.
I was telling you it's true that this team of Champions League, we are happy that on a Tuesday we are going to watch Champions League. But the downside is that all the good games in the Premier League they play on a Saturday.
Yeah. Well, especially
All the teams that are playing in the Champions League.
which is a good thing. The Premier League used to not do that.
Yeah, they used
And
to
then
make teams play on
Sunday,
Wednesday
and
and then
then-
they play the
guys.
first match on Saturday. How
those
come?
guys. Yeah, so I think now they're doing their playing
Yeah,
because in other leagues, man, you'll find PSG playing on Friday.
Just because
they Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's because they prioritize their team. You need to go out there fresh,
and you represent the whole league.
You represent the whole league.
The trick with the Premier League is that everyone represents the whole league and they represent themselves when they're there. So you cannot arrest 4
You
teams.
can't say because I'm happy because Chelsea won.
But they did it for the Premier League. They did it for them.
They do it for themselves.
Yeah,
You don't give a
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
Arsenal and Watford. Let's close it now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Arsenal, yes, Arsenal lead. So
Arsenal is gonna win, guys.
Yeah, Arsenal
They're
are
back.
back.
yeah,
Arsenal.
I'm
are
saying
back.
an Arsenal win this time.
They're back.
So I'm saying at the end of the weekend, Arsenal is going to be above United.
Oh, Christ.
That's what we are facing now.
Yes. Imagine.
If you are saying they're
Yo,
going to win,
guys.
that's what you are saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna win, man. Watford is horrible. But hey, Ranieri, man.
So we had it first. Yeah.
Oh,
Arsenal are going
Ranieri.
above United.
Such a Ranelli, and it's gonna be like his third or second game. Third.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was like
he won his one against Everton. Oh, it's gonna be
Except
a contest first match, man. And it's against Leeds at Leeds. Oh no, it's not. It's against Everton.
Let's see. It's interesting now.
Yeah, Everton Spurs. That's it.
Everton Spurs.
Because contest first Premier League game.
Everton
And
Spurs
contest
are
first game is today.
on the conference.
Thursday. Yeah, the
Oh,
conference.
conference.
Well, what I mean, I always tell you guys.
Is like,
that
that's
thing
like the
of,
West. I'd
that
rather
thing
not
of-
play anywhere.
That thing of Europa. Mina, take me out last 16.
It's fine.
Europa.
I want to watch as a random when I watch it. Imagine watching conference league.
Oh, I know, guys. Hey, it's hard there. You see, it's like the FD. Yo, I remember when Jomoson was complaining. I almost cried. I was like, it's hard. You take the NFT.
That's Europa for you.
Yo, exactly. The feeling is the same. The feeling is the same.
It's just a hard game.
It's
Not
just-
because the opposition is as good as you, but just because
Because we know with Jomosono, he was referring to the infrastructure and the energy.
Yeah.
You see, like all the South African problems and all
Yeah.
that. But in the Europa, it's not like we have such problems.
But
it's
still,
feel, man.
it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same feeling.
It's the same feeling.
Yeah, it's
Somehow
nonsense,
the
man.
football is not as marketed.
Exactly.
The
They
feel,
don't even make an effort, man.
they just play you the game.
Yeah.
Watch.
Even by
No
semi-final,
build-up, nothing.
no build up, nothing.
Even the
Watch.
or maybe a final.
Christ.
Maybe a final. Yeah, because the play is on a different day. The final.
Yeah, at least on a Saturday.
Saturday.
Hey, now you're
And they only shot because they are building up for the big one,
Yeah.
which is
next
which
week.
is playing the next week.
They're gonna say during the final Europa.
Yeah. Make sure you catch.
Make sure you
the big one.
exactly.
Exactly, we can close it now.
No, that's it from us, guys.
We can
That's
close
it from us, guys.
Goal of the month, October 2021 nominations. I'm seeing it here. Salah versus City, Salah versus
Where's
Watford,
Moibu?
Greenwood versus Leicester.
Where's Moibu?
No, for the month of October.
Yeah, where's Moibu?
This weekend was the still
It
October.
was not October this weekend.
When Moibu scored.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was October, but I think they take that game because.
Fuck that, man. Just
But-
Ronaldo is probably there for the Spurs goal.
But it was not going to take. The Salah goal is
Yeah,
one
it
of
was
the-
there for.
No, but I'm saying even
Yeah, I
the
think
goal.
Salah's goal
The
was
Salah's goal, the
Yeah.
Salah goal, that first one against City.
against City. Yeah,
That
that's
one
too
is
much.
the goal of the month.
Yeah, that is good.
Mohamed Salah, when you hit it first, goal of the month against City.
Yeah.
And see now everyone is scoring. Chilwell is there and the goal of the
And we're not even voting for these goals, we're just announcing them and
Yeah.
we must vote. It's like you don't like voting, eh?
Vote for me, vote. Let me be responsible citizens of the country,
I
guys.
think,
This one has a
I
long
think
one.
you can cut, yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost 2 hours, but it's fine because it's the international break. You can always come back to watch every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You can chop it up as much as you want.
No, man, great episode as always, man.
We gave it our
Great-
own.
Great episode.
Yeah.
Episode 10.
Now we should be cooking something nice.
Yeah.
and
Some
different.
something different. Some games, some
Goal of the week.
Goal of the week.
Stuff, and should be nice, guys.
Yeah.
Should be nice.
We're going to mix it up now. Definitely.
Peace.
We're going to the drawing board. Like all the
Episode 10 done and
Episode
dusted.
10.
Biased.